Welcome to Zurich, a quiet gem in the center of Europe. We begin our walk through Zurich on Bahnhofstrasse, just across from Zurich HB, the city's main train station and a major hub for travelers across Europe. Bahnhofstrasse literally means station street, and it stretches about 1.4 kilometers from Zurich main train station down to Lake Zurich. In the Middle Ages, this area was part of Zurich city fortifications. In fact, Bahnhofstrasse was built in the 1860s on top of the old city moat after the fortifications were torn down. Today, Bahnhofstrasse is often ranked among the most expensive shopping streets in the world. Not just for what's sold here, but also for the cost of renting space. Even though it's one of the busiest and most exclusive streets, Bahnhofstrasse maintains a peaceful feel. Trams glide up and down, giving the street a distinctly Swiss character. Calm, clean, and efficient. Next to the Globus department store stands a striking Wallis fountain. Originally from Paris, it was brought to Zurich in 1982 as a symbol of clean drinking water and international cooperation. The four graceful figures represent kindness, simplicity, charity, and sobriety. Just west of Bahnhofstrasse is the entrance to Zurich's Old Town, the city's historic core. The Old Town lies on both sides of the Limmat River and is home to some of Zurich's most important landmarks, including Grossmünster, Fraumünster, and St. Peter's Church, which has the largest church clock face in Europe. This area dates back to Roman times and features a mix of medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque architecture. Today it's filled with museums, boutique shops, cafes, and traditional Swiss restaurants, making it one of the most visited parts of the city. The many Swiss flags in Zurich's Old Town reflect the country's strong sense of identity and tradition. They're often displayed alongside the blue and white city flag, especially around historic sites. Many buildings in Zurich's Old Town feature wooden balconies. Originally, they were used for storage or as lookout spots, especially in narrow streets. Today they add charm to the historic facades and are a unique reminder of the city's medieval architecture. The iron signs above the doors once showed what kind of shop or business was inside, like a glove maker or an inn. They were used before most people could read, and are now a charming part of Zurich's Old Town. Zurich is home to over 1,200 fountains, more than almost any other city in the world. Many of them date back centuries and still provide fresh, drinkable water straight from the Alps. It began as a Roman customs post called Turicum, located along key trade routes. In the Middle Ages, Zurich grew into a wealthy and influential city, joining the Swiss Confederation in 1351. The city played a central role in the Protestant Reformation, led by reformer Huldrych Zwingli, who preached at the Grossmünster Church in the early 1500s. During this time, Zurich became a center of religious and intellectual life in Europe. In the centuries that followed, it developed strong guilds that helped shape the city's politics and economy. In the 19th century, Zurich transformed into a modern industrial city, later becoming a major financial hub. Today it's known as Switzerland's largest city. Zurich is widely known as one of the world's most important financial centers. It's home to major international banks, including Credit Suisse and UBS, as well as the Swiss Stock Exchange. The city has a long-standing reputation for stability, security, and confidentiality, making it a top location for global finance and wealth management. But Zurich isn't just about banking. It's also a hub for education and innovation. It's the location of ETH Zurich, one of the world's leading science and technology universities. Famous physicist Albert Einstein studied and later taught there. The university, along with the University of Zurich, attracts top researchers and students from around the world. Thanks to its strong academic foundation, Zurich has also become a center for tech startups, medical research, AI, robotics, and sustainable energy innovation. Storks have long been part of Swiss and Central European folklore, often symbolizing good luck and new beginnings. While it's rare, it's still possible to spot them in or near Zurich. In Zurich and across Switzerland, storks appear in traditional stories, decorations, and even on old buildings. This is the Münsterhof fountain, located just in front of Frauenster Church. It features a statue of Helvetia, the female symbol of Switzerland, representing national unity and strength. The fountain dates back to the 18th century and remains one of the square's historic highlights. If you see this iron grasshopper sign above a door, it's linked to the Guild of the Holy Cross, also known as the Grasshopper Guild. This medieval guild represented merchants and traders, mainly involved in the textile trade and commerce. St. Peter's Church is one of the oldest churches in Zurich, with foundations dating back to the 8th century. Its most famous feature is the clock face, the largest church clock face in Europe. The church was also the first Protestant church in Zurich after the Reformation. The Limmat River flows through the heart of Zurich, starting from Lake Zurich and running north through the city. It divides the old town into two parts and adds to the city's scenic charm, with historic bridges, waterfront paths, and beautiful views along the way. We've just crossed the Limmat River to the east side of Zurich's Old Town. This part of the Old Town is known as the Niederdorf or Dörfli, and is full of charm with its narrow medieval streets, small boutiques, cozy cafes, and historic buildings. This part of the city was originally home to craftsmen, merchants, and guild members. Many of the buildings still have their original facades and structure, with narrow alleyways that give it a village-like feel, hence the nickname Dörfli, which means little village in Swiss German. During the day, it's perfect for relaxed walking and sightseeing. By night, it turns lively with bars, jazz clubs, and restaurants. It's one of Zurich's main nightlife areas. There are plenty of great restaurants around here, including some lovely spots where you can try traditional Swiss food. We'll be back here later to have lunch at one of my favorite local spots. This is Polybahn, a historic funicular railway in Zurich that connects Central Square with the Poly Terrace, adjacent to the main building of Zurich. It operates since 1889 and was originally water-powered before being electrified in 1897. The Polybahn, also known as the Student Express, is popular with both students and visitors, offering panoramic views of Zurich from the upper station. Now we're heading into Lindenhof, one of the most historic and peaceful spots in Zurich. This hilltop park once held a Roman fort and later a medieval palace. Today, it's a quiet, car-free area shaded by linden trees, with beautiful views over the Limmat River and the old town. It also once was a place where the people of Zurich gathered for important civic decisions, making it a symbol of the city's long-standing tradition of independence and self-governance. In the center of Lindenhof, there's a fountain with a statue of Hedwig ab Bergholden, a local heroine who, according to legend, led the women of Zurich in defending the city during a 13th century siege. It's a quiet tribute to the strength and courage woven into the city's history.
Oh yeah.
As we walk through the city, it's hard not to notice the things Switzerland is most famous for: watches, Swiss Army knives and chocolates. Elegant boutiques and chocolate shops are everywhere you go. Switzerland's global reputation in these areas is rooted in centuries of tradition, innovation, and a deep commitment to quality craftsmanship. The watch industry began booming in the 16th century, when Protestant reformer John Calvin banned the wearing of jewelry, which pushed jewelers to focus on precise watchmaking instead. Swiss watchmakers combined fine mechanics with artistry, giving rise to some of the world's most respected watch brands, known for their precision and craftsmanship. Swiss Army knives were first created in the late 19th century as multifunctional tools designed to equip soldiers with everything they might need in the field, from blades to screwdrivers and can openers. Their clever design, reliability, and versatility quickly made them popular worldwide. Swiss chocolate's fame comes from pioneering chocolatiers like Daniel Peter and Rodolph Lindt, who developed milk chocolate and the conking process, which makes chocolate smoother and richer. The country's high-quality ingredients and strict standards helped establish Switzerland as a leader in premium chocolate. We're now walking along the lakeside promenade, a favorite spot for locals to relax and enjoy the beauty of Lake Zurich. It stretches for several kilometers and offers stunning scenery, from sailboats gliding across the water to the distant mountains on a clear day. There are plenty of cafes, green parks, and quiet spots along the lakeside promenade. Lake Zurich cruises are a great way to see the city and its surroundings from a different perspective. Boats run regularly from Berkelplatz near the end of Bahnhofstrasse, and you can choose from short round trips or longer cruises that go all the way to small lakeside towns like Rapperswil. Some cruises even offer dining on board, especially in the summer months. The lake stretches around 40 kilometers and has a long curved shape that almost looks like a banana. It's so clean that it actually supplies much of the city's drinking water. On warm days, you'll see locals swimming in designated spots or relaxing at public bath areas. The eastern shore is known as the Gold Coast. It gets more sunlight and is home to some of the region's most exclusive neighborhoods. Boats crossing the lake are also part of Zurich's public transport system, making it easy and scenic to get from one side to the other. These umbrella-shaped trees are plane trees. They provide shade along the lakeside and are common in many European cities. This is one of my favorite spots along the promenade. This small pond with a stepping stone path across the water is a quiet hideaway. The pond is just a few steps away from the Chinese garden, another peaceful and refreshing spot along the lake. This is just a quick glimpse of the Chinese garden. I'll share a full video about it soon on my channel. Now we're heading back to the old town for another stroll, and to grab some lunch at one of my favorite spots. And just a quick note, if you're staying at a hotel in Zurich or most places in Switzerland, you often get a free public transport pass for the duration of your stay. Just ask for it at the hotel reception when you check in. Now we're just strolling through the streets right behind Grossmünster Church, waiting for the bell ringing to start. The bells of Grossmünster Church ring every quarter hour throughout the day and night. They also chime at the top of the hour, marking the passage of time in the city. This regular ringing is a traditional feature of many Swiss churches. Now we're stopping for lunch at Raclette Factory. This cozy spot is famous for serving a variety of raclette styles, a traditional Swiss dish made with melted cheese, and it goes really well with apple cider. Definitely a must-try if you're into melted cheese and local Swiss flavors. Now we're heading back to Zurich's main train station. It's also worth noting that the Swiss National Museum is located right next to the station. If you're into history and culture, it's definitely worth checking out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.